Hello everyone, my name is Derek Fox and I am the program lead for the aviation programs here within Portobello. I'm going to be bringing you through a short presentation to give you the high-level overview of what you can expect and experience whether you're proceeding with the BSc or the MSc in aviation here at Portobello. Before I start, I just want to hand over to my colleague Brandon to introduce himself, and you will hear a little bit more from Brandon after the presentation.
Hi, I'm Brandon McLean. I'm the Corporate Admissions Manager, and I essentially look after the admissions process. So when it comes to actually applying for the courses, making sure that you're eligible for certain entry points, that's all me.
Excellent, Brandon. Thank you so much. Again, aviation sits within our travel and tourism department here in Portobello. In this session, we are going to cover two particular programs that we offer. The BSc at honours level, which is level 8 here within the National Framework of Qualifications, and also our master's offering, the MSc at level 9 here on the National Framework of Qualifications. At a high level, just to let you know, airport, airline, and aviation management is an actual booming industry within, not just globally and Europe, but within Ireland. Ireland is at the forefront of aviation technology, aviation innovation, and aviation management. We have the largest airline in the world with Ryanair. A lot of people do not realize that. They know of Ryanair, but they don't realize it's actually the largest fleet in the world. Ireland also has 65% of all leased aircraft in the world are leased out of Ireland. So aviation is a massive contributor to the economy here in Ireland. The programs that we have designed in conjunction with London Met University will help you find a career or elevate your career within any one of these fields. So again, we've offerings through both full-time or a blended part-time approach, which will help you advance your career or introduce you to the world of aviation. Again, two programs. The BSc is the first one that we'll take a look at. Again, it's a level 8 honours degree, which you will receive after 3 years of study. It'll set you up for a career maybe in operations, in strategic management, or indeed in finance or any of the other niche areas that are found, not just within airports, airlines, but also fleet management and other aviation specialists, including corporate governance. The program is designed to build each year on your knowledge. So in year one, as you can see from the range of topics, it's about getting an introduction, a foundational skill in what aviation, whether it be airport, airline, fleet management, etc., what it's all about, to give you a good broad base to build upon. In second year, we start to introduce some of the more niche areas within, aviation and management, including popular areas today such as diversity and inclusion. You can see there the psychology and human factors that need to be taken into account as well when you're in a management position, whether you're directly managing people or you're trying to influence at a more middle or senior level within the organization. And finally, in year 3 is where we really dig deep into the specific areas to give you the confidence and competence to be able to be successful within the workplace. The overall 3 years will be completed through a dissertation. You'll be required to do a research project in your area of choice, and that will be introduced partially through second year but focused in third year. You'll be assigned an individual dissertation supervisor and a huge amount of support to help you not only with the research but also with the development, production and delivery of your actual dissertation. So as you can see there, it's blended over the 3 years, so it'll give you the confidence and competence to either introduce yourself to aviation or to further your career within aviation. The next intake, and Brandon will talk a little bit more about this after the presentation, is, the degree will start in October 2023. Please inquire today if you are interested. Thank you. Now, We also offer a master's in aviation management. And again, the next intake for this is actually this year. It's starting in October. The current cohort are just completing their final dissertation as we speak, and that cohort are due to present in September. And we will start a new role of the program in October. The master's is designed for people who already either have an undergraduate degree in an associated area, or they have a wealth of competence and experience. You may find yourself working within aviation for a number of years. You may not have a primary degree in the area. However, due to recognition of prior learning, there may be a pathway into the master's for you that we can recognize your experience and contribution within the field. So you may not have to start at the BSc level. You may be able to enter into the master's level straight away. The master's level is an accelerated learning program. It is postgraduate, and you will complete it in 1 year of study. It will be quite a full year as you're doing it part-time, and you will need approximately 16 to 20 hours a week, being realistic, between class time, self-study, and project and assignment work to really keep on top of all of the requirements. But again, that commitment, the reward you get is a level 9 full master's degree that's internationally recognizable in a 12-month period. Excuse me. Now, as just like with the bachelor's degree, the master's sets you up for success at more of a senior level within the aviation field. And again, this could be within operations or strategic management within an airport. You could be working within an airline or one of the supports to an airline, fleet management, one of the service industries that cater for or with the airlines. But again, it's targeting people at a middle management to senior management level to set you up for success and to give you the opportunity to have an internationally recognized master's degree in your area of interest. The program, again, is delivered over 1 year. In that 1 year, you're going to do a range of topics, including financial management, strategic management, innovation around people management, and strategy. And we're also going to set you up with your management learning and research methodologies and your final dissertation that is there as well. In addition, we will look at things like airport and airline and aviation regulation and some of the compliance that is required as well in a field that health and safety, customer experience, and diversity and inclusion is so important in the world that we live in today. So that governance and regulation is really important because, as you know, aviation is a regulated industry, and it's heavily regulated, not just locally, but internationally as well. Some of the opportunities that you could find yourself going into on completion and receiving your bachelor's or your master's, you can see them there on the screen, but it is a broad area, aviation. And as I've already said, within Ireland, it is a booming area. Again, it is quite successful, a huge contributor to the economy, and there is huge scope for expansion and a lot of employment and employability within this sector. So as you can see there, everything from management of individual components within airlines, aviation, or airports to specific niche areas within each of those industries, such as finance and procurement, strategy, branding, IT support, corporate legal services, and actual airline procurement as well. Folks, I just want to introduce both myself and just an example of one of the lecturers that you will meet, just to show you the background and the quality of the people that you will be interacting with. At Portobello, we draw from a wide range of tutors, but we make sure that the tutors are both practitioners and academics, that not only do they have the ability to impart knowledge and help you on your journey, but they also are steeped in practicality. They've worked in industry, worked even within the airline, aviation, or airport industry, or a similar area. So you're going to be working with people that not only know the theory, but they also have a huge experience of the practice. So myself, that's an old picture. I wish I still looked like that now. I'm aging a little bit more. So I am the lead facilitator for the aviation. Myself personally, I run my own business, DF Lead Consulting, and have done so successfully since 2008. My academic background, I started life as an engineer, and I worked with a large multinational for 16 years, and I did a lot of training and development, delivering of training and development within their own internal university. And I progressed through and was promoted into a senior management role where I worked in HR, delivering management and leadership training around psychology and understanding how people are motivated and how they're engaged. My qualifications and my masters include, I have a master's in psychology, a master's in organizational behavior, and 2 masters in electronics, one of them being electronic microprocessing systems. So after that multinational, I moved on and worked as a faculty for the Irish Management Institute, so one of the leading management business schools within Ireland, and I have then set up my own business, and today I am what they call an associate tutor. So I work with Portobello on a range of their programs. So yes, I deliver on the aviation and I lead out on the aviation programs, but I also deliver on 3 other program groups for Portobello as well, including facilities management, education and training, and also fashion management and the psychology end of that. Just to give you an example of someone else, Dermot is a lecturer that will work on the finance side of things on the aviation programs. And Dermot, for anyone who ever meets him, is absolutely wonderful, helpful individual. He has a really, really good background in both finances, but also in education as well. You can see there from about 2/3 of the way down the page, he has worked all over the world, both in academia and in the practical sense as well. But one of the greatest probably compliments I can pay Dermot is he helps people master the financial ins and outs, even if they lack confidence initially. You know, I'm not good with numbers, or I don't really understand all those complex financial calculations that need to be. He's able to break it down and show you how you can not only understand it, but master it in a very short period of time. For those who are coming to the program already quite experienced around finance, he's going to help you step back and look at it from a more strategic point of view, and how it can be used not only for running operations and making strategic decisions, but how it can inform the decision-making process within an organization as well. Again, these are just 2 of the lecturers that you're going to meet. There are a number of lecturers both across the bachelor's and the master's degrees that we produced. So thank you for your time. I'm going to hand over now to Brandon, who's going to just bring you through a little bit more of the detail around the administration process and what to do next if you're interested. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Derek. That was absolutely wonderful. Yeah, so I am Brandon. Essentially, as I said, you'll be coming to me for the initial stages. So a lot of the time when it comes to the full-time program for the BSc, to bring us back to that, we may have, leaving certs apply. We may have, mature learners apply. It completely depends on the way that you'd like to learn, whether you prefer sort of daytime delivery or whether you prefer, evenings and weekends, so that you can work a sort of a 9-to-5 job on your own. If it's the case that you are a Leaving Cert student and you're applying, the process is simply to start things off with an interview. We're going to go through, it's just a phone interview. I'll send you a link. It'll allow you to complete a small questionnaire. We'll be able to have a chat. It's generally a way to make sure that your passion and your goals do line up with what the program is going to deliver, making sure that sort of everybody's happy with the way that this is going to sort of point you towards your future. After that, we would often, upon successful completion, send out a letter of acceptance. The letter of acceptance will give you some time to continue to consider the course. You can continue to sort of contact myself or anybody else in the admissions department. And then once you've decided, you're able to book onto the course. Now, we understand that your Leaving Cert results might not come straight away. So we're very happy to accept you onto the course pending those results. And then once those results are received, you're able to sort of send them over to us. We will file them away and you will start the course and begin your career path. If it's the case that you're a mature learner, then the path is similar in that essentially it starts with an email, and then I will ask you for a CV. CV, possibly transcripts. That way you can send on anything that is relevant at or above NFQ level 6. After that, the CV is generally what we're looking for previous experience, just to sort of make sure that we're considering all avenues. The master's application is similar. It would be the CV, but it would also be the transcripts from your level 8 degree. If you don't have a level 8, if it's your level 7, or if you are applying with experiential learning, you're able to do that. But I can see quite a bit of what I need from the CV. We'll have a phone interview similar, and we will sort of just go through your background. A lot of it is just making sure that we're all on the same page about what you can expect, what you've done, what you will be doing, and then where you're going afterwards.
Excellent, Brandon. The one thing that I will add to that is, as you're going through this process, if you do have any content or academic queries or questions, Brandon can also put you in touch with myself. And I'd be delighted to meet you over the phone or via a virtual connection to answer any of your specific queries that are lying in the content of the program, the experience of the program, or the academic side of the program. So where my expertise lies, I'd be delighted to answer any of your questions at any stage of the process as well.
Perfect. All right. Well, that about wraps things up. I just want to thank everybody for attending. Derek, thank you for that. It was wonderful. And yeah, have an excellent day. We look forward to seeing you soon.